In today's video, we check out some progress on one of the amazing new maps for Ark Survival Ascended by the mod developer Project Sumeru. This is Ice Age. Welcome back to the channel. I'm TBF Gaming. Here on the channel, we do survival Let's Plays, mod spotlights, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting a little bit tired of the island, and I'm ready to start moving into some modded maps. I am excited to check this one out today. This is Ice Age by Project Sumeru. We'll talk a little bit more about that in just a second. Before we get started today, I want to say thank you so much for everyone that's joined the channel. We've already gotten really close to our first sub goal of the year. Thank you so much for that. You guys are absolutely killing it. Huge shout out to the YouTube members and Patron community. You guys are the ones that support the channel and allow me to make more of this content. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. And if you're just here checking out the video, thank you for giving me a little bit of your time. I really do appreciate it. Last little disclaimer, like we say with all these mods, keep in mind that it is very early in the progress, and these mod developers are working really hard to make sure that these work both on PC and cross-platform. This map is cross-platform. There's a PC-only version, and then there's a cross-platform version. I think that's the best way for some of these map developers going forward, is to split those up like that. That way the development's a little bit easier, because unfortunately, the way it works with CurseForge, Xbox, and PlayStation, they have to go through a lot of extra steps to make it cross-platform. So keep in mind that if these mod developers take the time to do that, they're putting in a lot of extra work in order to make it cross-platform for you. So a huge shout out to the mod developers for that. Let's get into today's video. So we all know about the map Svartalheim by Nekedus. That's an amazing map. It's one of the ones that was available day one. We're starting to see some of these other maps flow in, and this is one of the first ones I've been checking out. This is Ice Age by Project Sumeru. Project Sumeru actually had a couple of really cool maps back on Ark Survival Evolved. We had Sumeru, Pantera, Velez, and Ice Age. And here on Ark Survival Ascended, we're going to see a few of those maps come forward as well. They've already got Ice Age right now. I think Pantera, Velez are coming up in the near future, so definitely check that out. I did chat briefly with the mod developer a couple of days ago over Discord, and I checked out their Discord to kind of see some of their plans coming up. And I think you're going to see some really unique things from this mod developer, doing really good things over there, and I think he's a really good modder. A lot of the things I've seen from him, just very unique style, works really hard on the maps, and just has a completely different perspective from what you've seen from some of the other map developers. So definitely keep an eye on this one. And if you get a chance to check it out, join their Discord, let him know the problems you find, because he's pretty proactive about going out and trying to fix some of those issues. There's been a bunch of fixes over the last few days. There was a big update just a couple days ago, and I know there's another big update coming up this month. And then at the end of January, they're going to take a little break from modding just for a little bit to deal with some other stuff. And then they'll be back a little bit later to kind of work on some more stuff. So definitely show them some support if you can. Let's just continue to look around. I'm going to do a little bit of talking as we look around this, and then we will go and do just kind of a fly around with a little bit of music behind it, and that'll be it for the map preview. So this is our first map preview review. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you've checked out this map, or if you know of another map down below. And as always, if you have another suggestion of any mod that I should check out, or a map that I should check out, put it in the comments down below. I read all comments. I make sure I write down all the suggestions. You guys are absolutely killing it with that, because it helps me kind of plan out future videos, as well as do top 5, top 10 videos of stuff that you guys requested. So, all right, so we kind of just checked out the little starter cove while we were doing our intro there, just kind of running through there, looking around a little bit. Let's continue to kind of look around this area. There's some really cool stuff here, so I'll try to actually put it in first person so I'm not in your way the whole time. We'll kind of fly around just a little bit, look at some of the things, and kind of just take a quick look at everything around here. Some really unique styles over here on the edge. I'll stay on the coastline, and then we'll go inland just a little bit and see exactly where all the map has been worked on and where it hasn't. All this stuff is going to be kind of changed a little bit as the map gets a little bit further in development, but even right now, it looks pretty cool. There's just some really unique things here that I've not seen on other maps, and there's a lot of these kind of things. I love that. It looks really good. Kind of get over here, and I don't know if there's names on all the regions yet. We'll have to check that out later. Oh my god, there's a castle or something up there. We'll go check that out. But yeah, we'll go just kind of quickly through some of these areas, and then we'll do, like I said, a little map preview as we fly through. But man, I love stuff like this. Anytime there's stuff like this in a map, I'm pretty excited. Got a giant castle over here. Oh, this is epic. Can you imagine building up here? This would be great. I think they need to work a little bit on the texture here. Stuff like that. That's kind of the stuff you'll see that you know, they got to work on, like the height map on some of these things here, just so it'll actually be a little bit correct. So still needs some work, obviously. There's still some areas like that you're going to see that definitely need a little bit of a touch up, but that's the kind of stuff they really need testers on the map to help out with stuff like that, so they can find areas like that that need a little bit of a work. This little side of the map over here, I don't think that's accessible. I think this is like the edge of the map, right? Yeah, this is the edge. So this is the edge here if we look at the actual map. So you can see how big the actual map is from what we've got unlocked already. Unfortunately, it still uses the overlay that he's got there is the island one. I don't know if they can change that yet. That might be something they haven't been able to do just yet. But they'll get that fixed in the future. There you go, just kind of cruise through here. Plus, we're kind of looking at some of the spawns too. Spawn's still looking a little bit light. I think it should definitely get stepped up a little bit there. But in terms of performance, it helps that it's a little bit lighter anyways. There's our first drop I've seen. This little center area over here. Lots of cool little water areas. Tons of large icebergs. But this is pretty good. This is pretty close to what we saw in Ark Survival Evolved. Definitely impressed by it. I love all these like junting mountains and stuff like that where you could definitely build a little bit of blue there. Okay. And I could turn off, I can turn off the actual sky, but I think you kind of want to see what it looks like with it. But I can definitely do a little bit of a fly around without it there too, just so you can see a little bit further. But I think just in general, it's probably good to see it like this first. Lots of birds on the beaches. Oh, here we go, another castle area. Oh, wow. Is this the edge of the map, or what is this? Yep, there's the edge of the map. Okay. Check that out. That is pretty cool. Continue around this way. Definitely probably need some more pathways through some of these areas. Oh god, did I just fly off the map? Alright, so we're back in the starter area since we just flew off the map there. My fault. Just unfortunately, if you're in creative mode and you're flying a little too fast, that can happen. This is the far left of the map. I don't think any of that's accessible, but I'll try to just kind of creep out that way and see how far we can go this way. So it might be like a whole ocean over there. I don't know if he's worked on the ocean area yet. Doesn't look like it, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's see if this is accessible over here. Oh, okay, we're outside the world border there. There we go. Some really cool plants coming out of the water. All right, yeah, I'll get rid of the fog here in a second so we can look at that. Oh, here we go. First little signs of life. Got a little cool little pirate ship over here. That looks excellent. All right, continue around this side. And then we'll go just for a minute longer, and then we'll go ahead and just do a little bit of music and kind of travel through some of the inner areas. But I just want to kind of check the outskirts and kind of see how big it is. It's going to basically, we won't be able to tell because we won't be able to see the actual map, but you can still get a good idea of it. All right, so that's kind of most of the map. I wanted to kind of fly around, check out little bits and pieces of it. Looks like the underwater does have a little bit of stuff in it too. Not a lot of creatures down here, but definitely enough to where you can come down and tame a few. There's also a couple random spawns, or maybe they fell off the edges up top. There you go. I don't know if there's any caves on the map yet. I haven't been able to find any yet, but we'll kind of look around for that as we can. But man, it's looking pretty good. This is a pretty good early start. Let me make sure. It looks like I still missed a lot of area up here. Let me see if there's much more on this side. It's a little hard to tell where I've been on the map. Oh, here we go. I definitely haven't been down here yet. I know on the old map there was like a wyvern trench area. I don't know if that exists on this map yet. Kind of just fly around this one here. What else we uncovered? We could go this way. Looks like this is not done yet. Not done yet. Like I said, this is a work in progress, so definitely keep in mind that if you do check out this map, keep in mind that it's going to be a while before it really gets fully fleshed out. And if you had stuff like simple spawners, you'd be able to go in and add tons of dinos to the map to make it a little bit better. But for right now, it's still definitely very early. Do we check these ones out? Let's go this way a little bit more and then down. Lots of cool like junting rock areas here. Been through here. Here's the little mountain in the middle. I think this one on ASE had a really cool volcano effect coming out of it. Looks like they don't have that just yet. Here's some little weird junting trees or rocks coming across. That looks kind of like the wyvern trench area. Yeah, I don't know if I don't think I can find where it was last time, but I think it was in this general area. There you go. Some beauty friends. All right. Let's go straight south and see what else we missed, and then we'll call it good on this map. But yeah, definitely still has a lot of work to do, but they're getting a really good starting place here. I think they've got some really cool ideas for it, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun to check out this map as it builds and continues to grow. We're going to keep doing these mod spotlights, so definitely know what other maps you want to see. We will check out Svartalheim in the future. The reason why we didn't want to check that one out first was because we wanted to come around and check out some of the other modded maps since Svartalheim came out day one, and it's been worked on, and Nekidus is a crazy good modder that was able to get a couple of his maps into actual Ark, which is just crazy. So we know that map is really good. So I want to check out some of these other ones that are still coming along, and hopefully these mod developers can get a little bit of support and get some people behind them to really check out these maps. And yeah, should be fun, man. Lots of just cool areas. Definitely looks way different without all the fog and stuff. Definitely looks better with it on this map. I think they did a much better job. Final verdict for this map in terms of being an early access map. I think it looks pretty good. It's got a lot of work to go. I don't think the spawns are quite where they need to be. That's going to be something they'll have to work on over time, but I think they're doing a really good job with that. I think that in terms of playing this as a full playthrough, it might not be ready yet, but it might be something you want to check out, especially if you get some really cool building mods and stuff like that. There'd be some amazing places to build in here where you can put some really cool stuff. Yeah, just overall, pretty good. Needs a little bit of work on some of the little texture areas. I think that'll come along as they work on it. But man, Project Samaro's doing a good job here. Definitely excited to see what they do this in the future. This is definitely one that I'll check out again. And if they work on some other maps and they've got these other maps that they got planned, we'll definitely check those out as well. But thanks so much for joining me for this map preview today. Definitely appreciate you guys checking out these videos. It means the world to me. We're already about to hit our early sub goal for the year. Just what we had for like our March 1st goal is going to get hit before the end of January. So that's absolutely insane. Thank you for that. Anyways, guys, I hope that you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. Huge shout out to the pages that make the channel possible, as well as the YouTube members. Huge shout out to you for checking this video out. I've made it to the end of the video, my MVP, and I appreciate you. Man, very cool. Ice Age. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys check it out, let me know. See you guys later. All right, we did find one little cool underneath area. I don't think this is actually accessible yet. Looks like it's not really ready yet, but it just looked kind of cool. I want to come fly down and check it out. We're kind of under the map, seeing if there's any other cool little map areas that we can check out. But this is definitely one of them. Kind of a cool little lava area. I think in the last map, they had a couple really cool underwater caves, or underground caves. So definitely worth checking out once they get these done.